Hello, my elevated professionals. I am so excited to come your way this week with yet another interesting topic. I am Pearl, and I welcome you to the EPC Business Zone, where we discuss all things corporate and business etiquette, professional development, marketing, and customer experience. Emotional intelligence. We practice this one way or the other in our workplace and may not even know it. This is not something we usually hear or even discuss in the workplace, though having a firm understanding and demonstration of this kind of intelligence in the workplace is a certainty to success and good coexistence in the workplace. So going straight into the topic, what is emotional intelligence? It is the ability to manage both your own emotions and understand the emotions of people around you. And this can be centered around 5 key elements. 1. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is having an understanding of who you are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, what you stand for, and what you do not stand for. 2. Self-regulation. How do you regulate your emotions? What are your triggers? How do you regulate those triggers? Once you have understood yourself and you're aware of yourself, you should be able to regulate and manage these emotions. 3. Motivation. Motivation would need to come from your inner being, and then of course from the outer extrinsics as well. The 4th one is empathy. Empathy is putting yourself in other people's shoes, and this is the way you will be able to understand other people's emotions, other people's perspectives, and build on your emotional intelligence. The 5th one is developing good social skills. How do you interact with people? How do you speak with people? How do you carry yourself around people in a manner that is not offensive to them? Now, how does one make emotional intelligence a part of his or her corporate life to ensure success? Be more self-aware. Take time to have a deep conversation with yourself and know who you are, what you stand for, what your strengths and weaknesses are. The second one is to recognize how others feel. So in the organization, in your team, know who they are, understand what their triggers are, understand how they carry themselves, understand the things that are important to them and how they feel with regards to certain issues. The third one is to practice active listening. Active listening cannot be overemphasized. It is very important in knowing who you are and even understanding the people we work with, both in our team and outside of our team. We also need to communicate clearly and effectively. Whilst doing this, we need to stay positive and be empathetic. We need to empathize with people, be open-minded, and listen to understand and not just to respond. Now that we know how we can incorporate some of the skills to build our emotional intelligence, when do we need to develop or demonstrate this type of intelligence? Emotional intelligence needs to be demonstrated at every time in our professional lives. We can even extend it outside of our professional lives to build in our family lives, our social lives, interactions with even strangers. So, emotional intelligence is a part of our lives day in and day out if we want to progress in our career. I hope this topic has been insightful and you have learned a thing or two. Join this conversation by sending in your stories, your questions, your comments on our social media platforms indicated below. Whilst you do that, Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channels to receive more of such tips as we elevate to excel. Remember to turn on your notification buttons so that you do not miss any of our content when we upload. Warren G. Bennett says, emotional intelligence, more than any other factor, more than IQ or expertise, accounts for 85% to 90% of success at work. IQ is a threshold competence. You need it, but it doesn't make you a star. Emotional intelligence can. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. I am Pearl, and have a blessed week.